we're starting to see a trend now.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the last 24 hours, we have seen 2.25 Aaron Donaldses.
Yeah.
What are Aaron Donaldses? Well, if you go back a couple years back for a joint practice with the Rams, that's Aaron Donald in the middle there. That's Aaron Donald in the middle there, number 99. He is holding the helmet of the Cincinnati Bengals, I do believe. And he couldn't reach the person he was trying to fight. So he recognized quickly that the helmet gives him an extra 6-7 inches of reach.
Smart.
Right.
He starts swinging that thing in the middle of the group. Now, that was an abnormal thing. The world got flipped upside down because of this. They were actually trying to suspend him real games.
Yep.
Media and fans were trying to suspend him real games for what happened in this joint practice. And this cannot become a trend. We all in the football world understand that. But in the last 24 hours, there's been 2.25 of them. Let's go to App State. Up on the rock in Boone, North Carolina. Had a chance to be there to watch the Mountaineers look right in the middle of the stiff arm, grab, helmet, swing,
Bang.
right in the back of the head.
Hard
Bonk
one.
him. He bonks him right in the back of the head. This is the same team. This isn't even joint practice. So whenever you think about this happening with the same damn team, you have to wonder yourself, well, that's going to take place in joint practices, I guess, huh? Well, you hope not, but it did. Here's in the NFL. Obviously, Cincinnati Bengals take care of he's an absolute dog. He's an absolute beast. He's going to get in there. They're getting after it. Boom. Oh, is he going to swing that thing? Was he going to swing that thing? He was potentially going to swing that thing. Let's go to Seattle. DK Metcalf in the backdrop of an NFL Network show. You see on the back, starting to get into it a little bit. Starting to dance, starting to do-si-do. DK Metcalf, number 14, boom! Takes it off and throws it. First time we've seen it thrown. He's probably watching the Olympics.
Yeah, hammer throw.
Field events, trying to get after it. So this is just within the last 24 hours, okay? So I understand that the NFL and football as a whole is trying to make these practices more competitive as opposed to combative.
Yep.
I think it's a lost cause. And we must remember that although we see a few of these, it very rarely makes it to prime time.
Sure.
There's only been one time it's made it to the game.
Well
right.
said.
And if with the amount of people that are doing it right now, we can't see more of these in a game because we all remember the Thursday night bonk.
Yeah.
The Thursday night swing that was heard around the world where Myles Garrett, Mason Rudolph get into it. Allegedly, things were said. Then, no, nothing was said. Then a bonk right on top of the head. What was that? I was going in the head. Yes, you did. Pouncey's obviously throwing blows. So the helmet takeoff swing thing is starting to become more common. We're here to say this can't happen.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't be doing this. But I am also here to say the fighting amongst joint practices, I don't know how you stop it.
Nope.
I have no idea how you stop it. I don't know what they're going to do, but hopefully they're able to figure it out because as fans, there's some good clips coming out of these joint practices.
Awesome.
Whenever you're seeing one-on-one, like ones, taking on ones from another team, all of a sudden we're getting like 4 preseason football games for the price of 1 preseason football game. We're getting highlights, we're getting clips, teams are getting better. It can be great, but I don't know how they sort it. I don't know how people don't fight every single time.
No, it doesn't make any sense because you can't suspend them. When Aaron Donald, that whole thing happened, it's like, hey, you can't take these guys out of the regular season. Then you think okay, well, what happens if maybe you take the pads off? Does it get less violent? It's like, no, now all these fights are without helmets. Now these become actual fights. So I don't know if you ban them completely out.
Put the leather helmets on.
Put the leather helmets, maybe incentivize, hey, if you don't fight, we'll give you a pizza party after practice.
So I was thinking about this last night because there was $200,000 in fines, I guess, right?
Yeah,
For
for
Lions
both
and
teams.
the Giants for both teams. Yeah, 200,000. So if this is now the new standard, teams going into these joint practices say, hey, we will spend $100,000 on something for you guys to do.
Boom.
If we don't fight. Okay, both teams. Hey, immediately after this practice, we will spend $100,000. We can't just give you $100,000 because there's a salary cap, whole shit. But we will have the nicest restaurants over here. We'll have a bounce house.
No, there you go.
Man.
You guys get in the bounce house. Maybe even water slide, slip and slide. We'll spend $100,000 on the best night festivity for all of us to do if you don't do it. Because the players don't give a shit if the team's getting fined.
Bingo.
I don't know how you get
Yeah.
I don't know how. In MCDC, you think he's going to tell his team, hey, we don't fight, man, right? If they fight,
well, if they fight, we're gonna fight.
we have
we
to
don't
fight, but we don't start fights. Well, actually, we do want to be a hit him in the mouth first. So
we're gonna fight.
So we got to fight. All right, I'll tell Sheila Foreham that 200,000 is probably coming right down the pipe. She's okay with it. She likes what we do. So this is how it goes. I don't know how they fix it.